And so this woman comes along, and she's a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
She has this cleaning business, but she took off with another business. And she's like, this business, I want to put my time in.
Mm-hmm.
So she saw my struggle and was like, hey, why don't you buy my cleaning business? And I was like, hey, no. Because A, I don't know anything about cleaning. B, I didn't know anything about business because that wasn't my degree. You know, I didn't go to school for that. I didn't finish school, but I didn't go to school when I was in college for that.
Right.
And I was like, no, I can't see myself doing that as a business. So she was like, okay. So she left it alone, which I really respected her for. But 6 months later, she came to me and she said, God keeps bringing me to you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, remember what I had said to you earlier. I was like, God, help me. I was praying.
Isn't it funny?
I was praying.
Isn't it funny? It's like, look, I sent you somebody now.
I'll do it again. I'm going to do it one more time.
Yeah. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, so I am missing the better half. Y'all don't tell him I said that. But I'm missing the better half, Steven. So I'm going to sit in his hot seat today. But we have a guest. Mrs. Kimberly Montesinos of Crystal Klear Cleaning. And I am so thrilled that you are here to join us today on Salt Sauna, and I can't even do it. So hopefully I did that right in Steven's absence.
Aww.
Before we get started
Sure.
and do true introductions, shall I pour us some tea?
Please do. This looks amazing.
All right. So today I believe Steven picked out for us Lemon Whisper.
Wonderful.
And I always mix it up. Let me smell this before I tell you what's in it.
Okay.
I know there's lemon balm because it says lemon.
Wow.
But I don't remember.
Okay. And lemon balm is so good for the digestive system. So thank you.
Okay, so cheers.
Cheers. Oh, I love it.
Okay.
You smell it?
I think this is the sage, the lemon balm with sage.
Oh, it smells delicious. Wow.
Yes. This is the lemon balm sage. Okay, I did it. I got it right this time.
I'm going to go ahead and take a sip.
Yes.
Okay.
Please do. And we put a little honey.
Oh, wow. That's so delicious. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Yes.
Keeping it healthy.
So, Kimberly, welcome to the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
So glad to have you. As a business owner, woman entrepreneur, I would love for you to just kind of tell a little bit about your journey. And then I think our topic of the day will be how having a clean space helps your overall health and wellness.
Amen. Yes, it does. It does. It's a great topic. First of all, I'm so honored to be here today. I am a member of the Halo Salt Cave.
Yes, you are.
And which we'll talk about that later because that is part of my health journey to keep healthy. But thank you for inviting me and being able to share my journey. So as Donna mentioned, my name is Kimberly Montesinos. I am the sole owner of Crystal Klear Cleaning. I started in 2004, so I'm in my 21st year of business.
Amazing. That is amazing.
Yes. And it has been a journey. It's been a learning journey. What I do love, when I got into this business, my why was different. Mm-hmm. When you've had something this long, I realized my why changed. It has changed from what it was 21 years ago. I had a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old. Now I have a 26 and a 30-year-old.
Oh, my goodness.
So my why then had everything to do with them. And over the years, my why has evolved. Mm-hmm. But I love that you invited me here today because not only am I here, it's not just cleaning someone's house. My legacy for people to understand the cleaning industry is people just don't, the act is we come in, we wash bathrooms, we clean kitchens, we wash floors, make beds, etc. There's a whole nother aspect to that. And it's all about what you're saying about energy, health, your mindset, how you feel in your safe haven, which, by the way, your home is beautiful. It's definitely a safe haven.
Thank you.
So I want to deliver more than a clean house. I want to deliver an experience. I want to deliver a sense of calm. I want to give you your time. In this day and age,
so important.
In this day and age, it's not like it was even 20 years ago. It's so go.
Yes.
We need to, as humans, it used to, I love helping my sisters, my women, right? Because we normally are the ones who are taking care of the home. That's even transitioned to it's not 100%, but it has, right?
Yes.
Because we need dual incomes. Men have a different perspective. I have a lot of male customers who are even more A-type than the women.
Yes.
Which you didn't see back in the day. It was always the women. I always talk to the women. I can tell you, I have many male customers, the husbands that I'm talking to, because the wife she's somewhere else, right? And they are becoming more aware of the home, and now they have input, you know. But across the board, they want that same mental clarity when they come home. They want to come home and exhale.
Yes.
It's not just the woman. So I have broadened, when I'm saying evolved with that too. It is about the family.
Yes.
It's about your home. If you're alone, if you're single, if you're married, if you with your partner.
Yes.
But just when you come home, can I exhale? Do I have to? Can I just, if I'm a businesswoman, for entrepreneurs, I know I work from home a lot now.
Oh.
If my house is dirty,
I
can't concentrate.
I refuse to go in my office for a good 2 months because you know how you come in, you just put things,
right.
And I had made piles all over the place in the office. I had things that I bought that I hadn't put away yet. I threw it in my office. It was too much. It was becoming, and then I was like, I can't even go in there and work. So I would go to the studio and work, even if I didn't need to be in the studio, because I was like, at least I can think here. I can't think because it was too much stuff.
It's too much clutter. It clutters the mind.
Yes.
Space affects your energy. It affects your spirit, your mindset, and your physical.
Yes.
It's all connected. And a clean environment, believe it or not, organized environment, it contributes to how productive you're going to be, what kind of day you're going to have, what kind of week you're going to have. Some people, we get so overwhelmed now because now I feel like in this time, if you're not busy, you feel like you're not productive.
Why do you think that is?
Because we're in a time where if you're not doing something, like if you're a mom, let's presume, the kids have to be in piano, they have to be in gymnastics, they had to be going, go. When I was growing up, I'll say this for me, I had one thing that I did. One. But I had to focus on that one thing. And then I had to come home and do my homework. And then I had to come home and then do my chores. And then I had downtime. Yes. There was family time. Yes. And for us, that was sitting down, maybe watching that TV in the living room or having that conversation. Dinner time for us is, how was your day? What happened today? If it wasn't a good day, why wasn't it a good day? So there was just more interaction. Now it's all about production. If I haven't produced, if I haven't done that checklist, if I haven't finished that checklist, then I'm not productive.
And I think that has really impacted the overall human spirit, honestly.
Yeah. It's affected the human spirit. It's affected the family dynamic.
Yes.
Because, for me, when I have a chance just to be in a room with my kids and we can talk, that is so rare that it's precious now. And just even if we're just in the room and we're being, they're sitting like I'm sitting, and my daughter might be laying on me and put her foot on my lap. To me, that's a capsulated time that I'm just going to get for that moment, because I don't know when I'm going to get that again. Because we're so busy.
Yes.
We're so busy.
It's funny even that you say that, the idea of just being with another human being. My Stephen has a hard time understanding why. My sister will call me. We might have a conversation, and then we're sitting on the phone quietly. Yesterday, I was working from home, so I'm in my office, and I called my sister, and she's working,
Okay.
and I hear her typing, and I'm typing, and we're just sitting on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my sister lives in Virginia,
Oh,
and we
wow.
stayed on the phone for, I think, a good 3 hours until
Wow.
I had a meeting to do, and she had to go off and take care of my niece.
But that was your time.
Yeah. And I mean, like, every once in a while,
wow.
we might say something to each other, but we're just sitting on the phone.
Oh, wow.
And we will do that a lot on the weekends too. And then my niece is now, I think she calls me every day, and we sit and watch Storybots together. So I put on Storybots, I turn the camera to face the TV, and then we're not talking to each other, we're just watching a show together.
Just time. Just sharing
time.
Wow. That's beautiful because
Yeah.
we think we have to be doing something.
Mm-hmm.
I have a best friend, Amanda, and that's one of our things because we've been friends for 42 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
And we have such a comfort level that we can just be sitting in the room. It doesn't, I don't have to talk to her. I don't have to ask how you're feeling. If she doesn't feel like talking, I don't feel like talking, and we're just chilling.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yes.
It's okay. Right?
Yes.
So back to, I know.
Yes, your business.
That's okay. Yes, I love it. I'm just want to stay on track to be respectful of your time. That
there is no structure to this podcast, Kim. I'm telling you.
Oh, wonderful. This is cool.
Wherever it takes us.
Okay. So
yes.
The cleaning in the beginning in 2004 was the same story, really. I didn't want to be a slave to corporate because I had 2 little kids who needed their mom, and I loved being a mom.
Yes.
And I wanted to be, I knew I had to work and contribute financially to my then husband, and I wanted to be that contributor.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy working. Okay. But when I had my kids, I fell in love with my kids. Mm-hmm. And I loved my mom time, right? And so when I had to leave them to go to work, that took me a while, because if Carla was at the door at the daycare and looking at me like, "Bye, mommy," that I would get like, "Ah!" and I'd cry all the way to work. I could cry right now thinking about it.
Like now I've seen her daughter, and her daughter is like, as a woman now, gorgeous. So I can only imagine like pigtails and just like the face and just like, like that would
she
be.
She did it. She was the one that would do that to me.
See, that'd be hard.
And I had to drive 40 minutes to work because I worked in Northfield.
Oh, God.
And I was just like, I just had asked God, like, okay, can you help me with this? I'm not trying to not work. I'm not happy.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine, he asked for, be careful what you ask for.
Let me tell you. If you ask for strength, know you're going to get some issues that you're going to have to overcome. So
amen.
Wow. Ask for it gently. Can I have some gentle strength?
Or if you give me strength, give me guidance.
Yes, with it.
Yes.
Yes. Make the path easy.
Exactly. Because when I asked for something, it was brought to me. She had asked me. She's like, she had, a lot of entrepreneurs are serialpreneurs, right? They don't just have one thing. And, there's books about you need at least 7 streams of income to be wealthy, right? And so she was one of those, my first encounter with that. And my first taste of entrepreneurship was Mary Kay.
I did that too.
I loved Mary Kay, but I had to let it go because I had a personal thing happen to my son, so I had to let that go for health reasons. Mm-hmm. So I stepped away from that, and then I didn't get back to it. Got sucked back up into working in the working force. And so this woman comes along, and she's a friend of mine. Mm-hmm. She has this cleaning business, but she took off with another business, and she's like, this business, I want to put my time in. Mm-hmm. So she saw my struggle and was like, hey, why don't you buy my cleaning business? And I was like, hey, no. Because A, I don't know anything about cleaning. B, I didn't know anything about business because that wasn't my degree. I didn't go to school for that. I didn't finish school, but I didn't go to school when I was in college for that.
Right.
And I was like, no, I can't see myself doing that as a business. So she was like, okay. So she left it alone,
Yeah.
which I really respected her for. But 6 months later, she came to me and she said, God keeps bringing me to you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, remember what I had said to you earlier. I was like, God, help me. I was praying.
Isn't it funny?
I was praying.
Isn't it funny? It's like, look, I sent you somebody now.
I'll do it again.
What
I'm
you
going to do
gonna
it one more time.
Yeah.
He said, I'll give you one more chance. And as soon as she said that, Donna, it's something just like washed over me.
Mm-hmm.
No lie.
Mm-hmm.
And so I told her, well, hold on a second. So then I went to my circle and they were like, no,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely not. My ex-husband was like, here we go again. Which no, Kim, right? But I had two people, my best friend and my brother.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother was such a moral support. And my girlfriend was like, I said, she's asking for this amount of money. She said, here. And she did it so fast that I said to her, wait a minute. She said, I know you don't know about cleaning. I know you. Now I was already 40. So remember, at 40, we were already 30 years into this friendship.
Yes.
She said, but what if you don't try?
Mm-hmm.
And that stays in your head of what could have happened. I'd rather you fail at trying than never had tried.
First attempt in learning, fail.
So I was so taken that she was like, here's my credit card. It has this amount of money. It's your credit card. You go ahead and start this business. Friend. Because she trusted me. She said, I know, I'm not worried about you paying me. Even if you fail, I know you're going to pay me. But Kim, if this came to you, go ahead. And my brother, for years, he was a support. Because, in the beginning, the car would break down, something would happen. He was always there. So the beginning of my journey with this business was, I want to be that mom. Because I was a PTA mom. I was a soccer coach in Franklin Park. My kids were in theater. They were in music. I didn't miss any of that stuff.
Nice.
Right? I really didn't. And then I was contributing. And then as they went into high school, I asked for a divorce. Okay. That's when it changed. And then I was like, ooh, I need to I didn't have the confidence at that time to think that this could be a sustainable business.
Yeah.
Because I will say this, I have an amazing, amazing soul group, family. My best friends, my friends are the same friends I've had since I was 19, 14.
Oh, wow.
So they're family, right? So that circle right here, they're amazing, but they don't know entrepreneurship. So I struggled. So I got a job, plus I ran my business.
That is hard.
It was,
and you had kids.
And I had two teenage children, because when I asked
that in and of itself is
that's another podcast.
That's a double job.
Although they were actually, as teenagers, for what we went through, they were good. They didn't give me headaches. They didn't give me anything where I'm like, oh my God, I'm going through this and I got this. It was sadness.
Yeah.
It was understanding, like this is what my mom and dad are going through. But they were good kids. They were still in school. They had their goals. They wanted to do stuff. We all did, nothing's perfect, but it wasn't, I don't have the story of my kids pulled me through this, right? It was more like I had to be the captain of a ship and just direct it a different direction. Did I do everything right? Absolutely not. But hey, it was, God placed it how it was supposed to be, right? So then I said, someone in the group in that when I was working for somebody said, why does Kim even work? Somebody had said, do you have a business? Didn't I hear you had a business? And I was like, oh, you have a cleaning business side. And so they were like, well, why are you working here? No one ever posed that question to me. It was just, I come from a survival generation. But no one challenged me to say, well, if you got a business, what you doing here? Now, she did it in a derogatory way, because it was more like a little, if she have her business all that, why is she here? That's what that was meant for. But did it hurt me? Wow. It like hit me like a brick, Donna. Like, I remember driving home for like 2 or 3 weeks crying. Like, oh, wow. Like, yeah, why do I have this business? She doesn't even know till this day what she did to me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Isn't it funny though? Okay, we got to pause right there. Isn't it funny? This is turning into a soul session. So we're just going to make this a soul session. Salt Sauna Soul. That's what we're using for.
Okay.
But no, isn't it funny though how the opposition, because that's what I'll call it, the opposition, they are actually here for a purpose too.
Yes. Yes.
If we start to get too far off track, the opposition will somehow kick our butts just enough to be like, wait a minute, is there another way? Now, if you stay too long over on the wrong track, then that's where you start to get into the grief, the worry, the lower vibration.
Right.
But if you have that wherewithal where it's like, well, wait a minute, why are they doing this to me? And they can't do that. Then all of a sudden it kind of starts to help you get back on the path that you're supposed to be on.
Great point.
Yeah.
It's a great point. And some of us, like I could always considered myself, I have friends that you tell them they can't do it, they're going to do it to show you.
That's me.
I'm not.
All day, every day. I'll be like, oh, I show you. Because I'm petty. Because I'm petty. There's a good side to being petty.
Oh, it is. Because I surround, like my soul sisters that I'm talking about, that I have 2 of those.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, no, actually 3. All 3 of them. They're like, oh, you said I can't do something? I was always the one that's like, maybe I shouldn't. Yeah. I'm that woman. I'm not, we're being real. We're soul searching here, right?
We're in a soul session
so
right now.
She said that to me. And so that was like, my birthday's in September. I'll never forget it because it was in September. I heard her talking.
Wait, you're a Libra?
I'm a Virgo.
Virgo? Oh, because you talk. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so I heard what she said. I cried. I doubted myself. I said, yeah, why do I have this? But I didn't like what I was doing. I was making money. I was able to take care of my kids, but I wasn't happy still. So without having coaching or knowing any better, I changed my password. And I changed my password to say something in the aspect of, I'm going to change my life by January of that year.
And that password you probably had to use every single day.
Every morning and every checkout.
See, that's your mantra. You didn't even know what you were doing.
I didn't even know what I was doing.
You didn't even know.
I just said, what can I, and I started, do you know in January I quit?
The subconscious then took over. It's like that's you were reprogramming your mindset. Didn't realize you were reprogramming your mindset, and then all of a sudden things just started to line up.
Because, like you said, that was a great point. That opposite. We always look at the opposition like, oh, that's bad. And I just came from a retreat. And someone said something about a bad experience, and I said, she goes, Kim, why does that happen? I go, because you can't have the yin without the yang.
You have, yes. They're there for a reason. All this craziness that is happening for a reason. And we just need to understand, we need to see it for what it is, and then say, okay, if that's what it is, then how do I need to react, and what do I need to do? I mean, if we think about America right now, there's a reason there's all this opposition, because we've gotten a little bit too far off track.
Yeah.
So we need to take a step back and say, what is it that we're actually supposed to be doing? How is it that we're actually supposed to be being?
Yes. Yes. Amen. Yes. I agree.
The opposition is here for a reason.
It's for a reason. And I love that you said that. I'm going to keep that. You know, like, that's why I love interacting, and you take things, some things you take, some things you go like this. It's okay.
Yeah.
There's this book I'm reading right now called Let Them by, I can't think of her name. I'm so bad with names.
I
think it's Mel Robbins. Yeah. And that's one of those, let them.
Yeah.
Not everything is for you.
Yes.
And so don't take it personal. Don't get hurt. I've had to work on that. And I'm a work in progress of that. That's not something I've overcome, nor do I think I ever will. I always think when it comes, I have to feel it. Yes. And then I have to say, I'm not the Teflon girl.
Yes.
That's not me.
But it's okay.
It's okay.
You feel it, you recognize it, and then you put it in the appropriate box it's supposed to be in.
That's right. Exactly.
And I think I used to have a real hard time. My dad used to tell me all the time, stop wearing your feelings on your sleeve. Stop wearing your feelings on your sleeve. And I'm like, but I don't understand what. And it's like, okay, I am an emotional person. I'm an empath. I will feel things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I feel it, and then you got to put it in the appropriate box.
Yeah. Yeah. If you have your feelings,
Yes.
my mother used to say, you have your heart
Yes.
on your sleeve, put it back. But like you, if you don't have the tools to do that, you don't know how to do it. Nobody taught me how to put the heart back into, nobody taught you how to to guard them, so to speak, right? But then if I think about it, Donna, all these years of pain, joy, experiences, I wouldn't have had those had I not had my heart on the sleeve.
And we needed to do that in order to get to where we are today.
Amen. That's true. That's why that woman, I've done speaking gigs where I've talked about what she said over that divider that I heard, that I changed my password, that beginning of the year, I said, this is where it's a do or die. This is where I sink or swim. This is where it's all me. There's no Oscar. There's my ex-husband. I have to take care of my children, and all of us are mama bears. I'm not going to let my kids fall, right? Okay, Kim, what you got? What you got?
It's like, time to step out on faith.
Got to step out on faith. Yeah. And so what did I do? I learned that networking. I went on Meetup and got into.
She is an amazing. This woman will pull me along and be like, Donna, you need to come here. You need to. Knowing good well, like, I don't even want to do this right now.
And I get that.
Yes.
Because, it's really funny when I tell people that I'm not an extrovert. I'm not an introvert. I'm in the middle.
You're an ambivert.
Yeah, I'm an ambivert, but I kind of tend, believe it or not, more toward the introvert. Because I
would not believe.
Nobody believes that.
I would not.
And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I love people.
Yeah.
I love people. I love this. This is personal. This is intimate. When I have to get in front of a group, I had to put myself up, right? Because after that, I'm drained. I have to sit back and go, okay, I need a minute. It could be a Candy Crush moment. It could be a movie moment. It could be, it could just be sitting in silence for a second, or a half a day or a couple hours. I need to regroup. But I love people. I love seeing people excel. I love our stories. I love women's stories. Like, I'm proud of my story.
Wait a minute. And speaking of which, got to put a plug in. You're in a book.
Oh yeah, I'm in
you totally forgot.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, wait a minute, you're in a book.
Yeah, Martha Rosso published a anthology, and I'm one of the stories because she really was impressed with my story. And funny thing that we bring up Martha, she's doing these amazing networking events for businesses, and her and I and two other ladies in a group in the city called Wise were just masterminding at a retreat. And she said, this is what I have a vision. And we told her, do it. What does that look like? And she said, I want all businesses to come together. And she had this vision. And I was afraid to speak. But because I liked her, I said, I'll speak. I didn't know what I was going to talk about. It'll come. She said, are you serious? I said, yeah, I did it for 2 years. I spoke on her stage for 2 years. She's doing great things, right? But it all came from sitting down at a table, masterminding with people who want to see you succeed.
Yes.
And saying, you can do it.
Yeah.
Right? And so how I changed my dynamic was the networking changed my life. I had to surround myself with people who understood my work life, my entrepreneurial journey. And I always tell an entrepreneur, you need a coach or a mentor. You cannot do this alone.
Yes.
This is very important. Whoever's watching this, you need a coach or a mentor. My coach, Debbie Sardone, she's in the cleaning business. She's internationally known. She's the top of her game. I hired her in 2020 and came home to COVID. I'm getting chills because when I came home, I said, how am I going to pay that? That was the biggest bill I had ever committed to in my life. And even when I committed to it, I was like, what am I doing? Kim, what are you doing? What are you doing? Right? And something was like, just do it. And I actually went with just do it. That old Nike term, just do it, right? And when I got off the plane, I said, oh, Lord. And I saw my business that I had worked so hard for go to nothing. And then we were closed. God is good. I'm an essential business, but I'm a residential. I wasn't doing commercial I had 4 commercial accounts. We were cleaning those, but that's not sustainable for 6 people. At that time. Now we have 12, but at that time we had 6, right? And they were looking at me. They were going through their thing because daycares were closed.
They're like, what am I going to do?
We didn't know what to do. This was something none of us were prepared for. But my coach was. She said, we're not doing twice a month. We're doing every day. She cut the price in half. She went on a payment plan. She did everything to make us successful. And we call ourselves the Buffaloes.
That's
let me tell you a story.
That gives me chills. Just the fact when you find somebody that's like true, they're real. They're like, no, I get what's happening.
Yes.
We're doing this.
We're doing this. She said that, you know what? We are buffaloes. And I have my little buffalo on my desk. And I was like, a buffalo. She said, in the animal world, the buffaloes, when a storm is coming, the other animals run away from the storm. The buffaloes herd together and they go through the storm and they lose less buffaloes because they take the storm head on, but they come together and they are like, we got this. They keep each other warm and they just, and she said, that's what we are. And I have to tell you, everybody, the 350 people that were in that room, we all got to the other side.
See? Girl, you're going to make me up here to have some church. Be like, I feel Kathleen Cooper's spirit up in here right now.
Yeah. So I do say to all of my entrepreneur people that are watching this, or if you're thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, or you want to just do better in your life.
Yes.
You don't have to have a business.
These are life lessons.
Right. You don't have to have a business to have a coach. Look at Justin.
Yes.
He's a health coach.
Yes.
He comes to mind because he blows my mind when we talk to him, right? I'm like,
and I've seen, even with that, because I did their podcast. Remember You podcast. Check it out. I did their podcast. He didn't get to do it, but Michelle was on there with us. But even when I think about when I first met him to where he is now.
Okay.
I've seen growth.
Wow. Okay.
And it's only been what, a year?
Like 2.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Almost,
No, you're right.
It's been a year because I just
Yes.
So it's been a year, and when I first met him, I'm gonna be and I've never told him this, and I probably should tell him this. I did tell him one part of it, but when I first met him, there was a little bit of I was off put. I was like, there's something I don't understand.
Got you. Yeah.
Not that he's a bad person or anything. I didn't get that feeling, but I was just like,
you weren't feeling the vibe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And I think that's because he wasn't even being his true, authentic self. And now, a year later, and he's talked to some people, he's gotten some advice, he's, done some other, soul searching and whatnot. And I look at him now and I'm like, he's more personable. Like, I feel like the vibe, even if we're not saying anything to each other,
my God.
like the energy that comes off of him is better. And I'm just like, yeah, I like that. Like when he decided to change the name of his business, I was like, I did tell him, I was like, that name is so much better than what you were giving me before.
Yes.
Like,
right.
This is better. It feels more real.
Right. Because it's probably more, like you said, it's more of his authentic self.
Yeah.
Because when I came in the group, I was just like, oh, he's another health coach.
Yeah.
You're going to go in the gym. He's going to teach you. Because I had a personal trainer at the time. So I was like, oh, he's a personal trainer. No, nothing good or bad. Just he's a personal trainer. Yeah. Right. I saw the evolution too. You're absolutely right. But when it changed, when it went from he's a personal trainer to damn, and I'm going to say,
I was like, now this I understand. I don't know what you were doing over there. This is good.
Exactly. Was when we had a one-on-one.
Yeah.
I went to the gym and Justin doesn't know this, but if he ever watches this, he'll probably laugh.
Yeah.
Whenever I go on a one-on-one to get to know someone, my assistant, God bless Virginia, she's amazing. She says, "Oh, how long are you going to be gone?"
Because
I'm like, it's 2 hours. I've gone 5 hours, and she's just like, "I need you back. I need your help." Right? So I said to her, because his where his gym is literally 7 minutes from my office downtown. So I said,
nice.
she said, "Oh, I see on your calendar you have a one-on-one today." I said, "This one will be fast." That's a no offense. I said, "This will be. I'll be there. It's an hour. I'll be there in an hour." We did do an hour, but it was I walked out of that hour like, there's people in the world that you look at them and you're like, "Oh, he's cool." I just thought he was cool, right? I walked away and I was like, this young man is amazing. Yeah. Like, I've never heard of what he should be saying something different when he does this 30 seconds, first of all, right? Because that was the first thing I wanted to coach him and say, dude, you are like talking about scientific stuff. You're talking about learning about your body through a whole different avenue than just picking up some weights and doing some squats, right? You take it to another level. And I came back and I said, wow, that was an amazing one-on-one. Yeah, he was training, so obviously we did keep it in that time. But ever since that day, it's changed me. And if somebody asks me, I'm like, oh, I know a guy. He's great for if you want to. I don't look at him like a body, like a personal trainer. I'm like, he's more of a life coach. Yes. He's like a health life coach. Yes. So that's why I say, even if you're not in a business, just having a life coach. Another thing I love that I can suggest to people, get in a book club.
See, I used to be in, I love book clubs. They kept threatening to kick me out because I wouldn't read the book. But I was like, I would read like the front and then the end. And I was like, look, I'm not,
Do you like audio?
I like audio.
Okay.
Now I'm into audio. Okay. Now, as a child, you remember Book It, where you get the peach party because you read all the books?
No.
It was like 80s. I was, okay, 80s.
You're younger than me. I was past the Book It then.
I forget because you look good. Anyway. But and my grandmother in the summer, she was a teacher, and then in the summer she was a librarian. And so I would be in the library like nonstop, and I read. And then now as an adult, I'm like, I don't have time to sit and focus and
Got you.
So yes, audiobooks have become my friend. But I agree. I love book clubs. They would threaten to kick me out, but I was always there, and I would still, participate. Okay. Because I'd be like, oh no, wait, what happened? Tell me. And then just the gossip in general. I love a good gossipy book club, especially give me a little bit of wine with it.
Well, we have wine. I have a sip and wine book club.
If they don't kick me out, I might join.
Okay, it's all about. So I like themed ones. Okay. So I can read my own romantic novels. I don't have time right now to do the fictional fun stuff. Yes. So my book clubs right now are honestly, one is a business book club. Okay. And the other one is a personal development. So that's where I'm reading Let Them. Okay. And girl, that is changing things. Like for me, especially because I'm an empath, people do hurt my feelings. Now, am I going to go sit in a corner and be like, oh my God, for maybe 2 minutes? Then I get mad and I'm like, get out of, stop. But with her, it's like, let them. And I put that to use every day now, especially if I'm out networking, because I would be the type of person, like if I met somebody and if I didn't really jive with them a little bit, I'm like, wow, what did I do? Why don't they like me? Now I'm like, it's all good. Let them. That's not the right vibe. Keep on going. And I have a good tribe. I mean, I do. I really do jive with a lot of people or vibe with a lot of people, or because I love to help people, right? So I love those two components because the book club that helps me with my business keeps me on track of learning. Then I have I have a coach, and I'm telling you, that is a game changer when you have a business. And then I have the self-development because what we're taught in corporate is you can't bring your personal stuff to work. Right. That's impossible. Right. So while you're working on your business, you need to be working on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because the better you are with self, the better business is going to run. Because when self suffers, business suffers. As a leader, if you're not, that doesn't mean you're, it excludes any day-to-day obstacles. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when trauma happens. I'm talking about when an unexpected IRS bill shows up at your door. And you're like,
what is this? Right.
And then, okay, how do you handle that as a leader, that energy is not flowing into your business, right? Because when it flows in your business, that can disrupt. That disrupts, right? So we as leaders, we need to learn the tools, because my heart's here. It's not coming in here. I'm going to be 62 years old. That is not coming in here. Okay. Right. It's there. It's stuck. It is, I have to feed it through here. But what I do is I guard it. I now have tools to be like, okay, I will, the bill is not, there's nothing I can do about this at the moment. But what am I going to do? I'm not going to sulk in it. Okay. It goes into, how am I going to resolve this? How am I going to resolve this? So that's how you break down these, when things happen, is unless it's someone that died, obviously we lose a loved one, something traumatic happens, and that's when we need community, our community, right? And I'm big on community. That's why I'm selective. When I first started networking, I was all over the place. That's probably why I know so many people. I was in this club, I was at this chamber, I was over here, because I'm like, okay, I got to sustain my 2 children. Right? They got to get to know me. I want to get to know them. And because I have a cleaning business, I do want to know my customers, because I'm in the most sacred space and the most expensive investment you've made. So I want to take care of that as such, with compassion, with professionalism. And I want to be educated to know how to maintain this house so that you don't lose money, but you maintain it or gain. Right? So that in itself is a whole nother realm. It's like I said, it's not just coming in there with a bucket. Some people do, we don't.
No, it is about truly making it a haven, and supporting the people that you are being employed by. Say, I am helping you keep your sense of calm and peace and comfort.
The employees that work for me, God bless these ladies, their shirts on the back say, we enhance people's lives.
Oh, I love that.
Because we do. And you know what that does to them? That takes them from being, I have a cleaning person. No, you have a life enhancer coming in the house. Because not only are we are enhancing your life to what you need. Now, is it perfect? I don't sell perfection. And I don't think so anybody should. But I do. But what we do different is that when there are problems which happen, when there are obstacles, when something is missed, when something isn't to your satisfaction, what am I going to do to make that right? Okay, that's what it is all about. It's because it's going to happen. But on a daily, when these ladies, because right now it is all women, we used to have an amazing guy, Matthew, work for me for 4 years. And he moved to another state.
Aww.
I know, we still love him, and that's why I shout out to Matthew. But the women, when they leave, when they get in their cars in the morning, I have to say all 12 of the ladies all 10 of the ladies that are out there, they're putting their heart and soul in this. They want you to come home and go, oh, this is so nice. They want that 5-star.
And honestly though, isn't a clean space, we kind of talked about this before we started filming, just the idea of when you walk in, like your bed's made and things are put away, and just,
it's just like this room. We walked in this room. You have a beautiful home. We were in the family room. The family room had a family feel. But we walked out here, and this feels like zen. This is calm.
And that's what I go for in this room. I try.
It feels it. So just imagine when you come home and you've had a hard day, as we all have, or you had a great day. We don't have to have it hard. You had a productive day. Let's go there. You knocked out at Halo Heat. You saw your great clients. You had a great day. You come home and you're like on this high, Donna. And you walk in the house and now you got to wash dishes. You look at you've got beautiful wood floors. You look down. You're like, oh man, the floors look bad. I got to wash the dishes in the bathroom. I need all that. Right, gets like heavy. But You walk in the house, you had a great day. You walk in the house, you're like, kick my shoes off. Oh, it smells so good in here.
Yes.
I ain't got to do anything.
Yes.
Stephen, what are we having for dinner? Maybe we go out because we don't want to mess up the kitchen.
That looks so nice.
That looks so nice. We're not even cooking today. Yes.
Don't leave any dishes.
Nothing. And it is like that usually for customers for the first week because they're like, I don't even want my kids to go get up and don't take a shower.
Right. Like, I just want to look at this a little bit longer.
A little bit longer.
Just a little bit longer.
Just a little bit longer. So it's an experience. I love relationship building. I get to relationship build with most of my customers. I know this time and age it's really fast. It's, but I still get in that, we want to call you, how you doing? We send like, if it's your birthday or something, it's my birthday day, we send something. Virginia's great at that. We do like follow up. We try to be more consistent with everybody. But what I want to pour into people is that you trust me with your home. We respect you with integrity. We are putting our heart and soul in this. We want to build a relationship with you. We don't want transactional stuff. I mean, we do have transactional things where people move, when somebody wants a quick deep clean. We've got people who do it quarterly, but there's still a relationship there. I still want to have that relationship with you. I want to build that with you so that you know that you don't feel funny when you leave the house. Kim's team is coming. The keys are here. The code is this. Take it and run. It's good to go.
Oh my gosh.
So that is my legacy. And the other part of the legacy is for the people who work for me. Because what I didn't know when I got in this industry is that it is devalued. And that can make me get emotional because when I started this, Donna, I was next to them because I didn't know what I was doing.
So you had to learn.
I had to learn.
That makes you a better boss.
I will receive that.
Yeah.
Because I'm empathetic and I didn't walk into something and just start delegating. I walked into something and for 10 years I was next to you. I know your story. I know your pain.
Yeah.
Cleaning is hard. It's a hard job, and we're doing your entire house in a certain amount of time. That would take you anywhere from 4+ hours.
I know it's
right
when we do our house. Stephen will start, and sometimes if he's downstairs doing downstairs, I just try to stay out of his way. Because he does it his way.
Okay.
But if he's downstairs, then I'll be like, okay, I should probably do something else there. Clean my office. So I'll clean upstairs. But then there are times like if we're having an event at the house or something like that, and it's like we have to just get it done.
Yeah.
It does. It's still like with both of us, actually, like you do this room, I do that room, whatever. It takes hours.
Yeah, it takes hours. Yeah, I know.
Which is just.
And then you're exhausted.
Which is why he won't let me get a bigger house with a nice foyer. Don't tell him I told you that.
It's going to happen. Remember we talked about that subconscious mind? You have been saying that since I've known you.
I want the foyer.
You're going to get it.
It could be the same size house, just bigger foyer.
There you go. You're going to get it. Because I'm telling you, girl, you always say that. I laugh. I'm like, I know what she wants. I see it. I actually see it for you.
I know you showed us that one house.
I see it for you. Yes. Yes. I thought of you so much, Donna.
So beautiful.
Yes.
So beautiful.
I said, I know just the woman who wants this house. As I walked up. I'm sure he was. He's like, Kim, you need to stop that. You need to stop that. Because I have my dream house that what I'd like in the house and stuff. And being in this industry, I've seen beautiful, oh my God, we have had the experience of giving aha moments to 20,000 square foot homes.
As beautiful as that sounds, that's a lot of house.
That's because that was when I was in Barrington actually. Yeah. And I'll never forget this one house had a pool inside the house, outside the house. They had a theater room, which I love movies. That's one of my down things is watching a good movie, though. I mean, just like movies. Because I don't watch TV. I don't have a chance to.
Yeah.
So when I go with my girl, we watch movies. That's our time. I have one girlfriend that she loves games, and we do activities and we go out. Lisa, my other sister, Lisa, we go and get a massage. We have dinner. Every one of them, they have their thing. But Amanda's let's go watch a movie, right? This guy had an amazing, this house had an amazing theater room. The pool inside and out. She had 2 dogs. The dogs had their own room. And my crew at the time was like, these animals are living better than I am. And I was like, they just had they were the sweetest family.
Yeah.
They had 2 kitchens, kitchen in the basement, kitchen upstairs. She was an esthetician, so she had her own salon where you come and get a massage, you get your waxing, everything. She had it there. If you wanted, she had things to weave your hair, everything. This house had you didn't need to go nowhere. And then she had the pool in the backyard that looked like a pool that you go to.
Yes.
It took us 2 days to clean that house. It took 16. Well, it took more than. It took 6 people 2 8-hour days to clean the house. And they also had an indoor jacuzzi.
And
a bar.
Ideally, that sounds fantastic. I would love to live in that home. But then I'm also the cleaning, the how much it takes to maintain that size home.
That's a part of the maintenance.
And I feel like if it were just this is, me and Steven's home, it would feel so odd. I feel like I'd always have to be I'd turn into Gatsby. I'd be like, people need to be in this home.
Yeah, it is a lot of house.
I need to open it as an Airbnb and people rent it out. I don't think I can do it.
I think they entertained because when you first walked in, they had they had conference rooms almost where you could open it up and they could have ballrooms. Where you could have a party. So it was all in the house.
It would have to. I'd have to.
And
then I'd probably have a little condo somewhere else, and that's where I really would be staying.
So, right? Okay. So just, what you...
I still want a foyer in my condo.
She does.
I need a foyer in my condo, too.
I love the pool. I love getting in a jacuzzi. I like being at a pool. I love a fireplace.
Right.
I do love a fireplace. And I love stairs in a house. I love stairs. I just love stairs. Yeah. Yeah, I do. So I get you when you say that.
Yeah.
And, I have it in my mind. And my home that I had with the kids, we had a lot of those things. We just didn't have a fireplace, but I bought a fake one. I was like, no, we're going to have something in here that looks like a fireplace. And I had it, and no one even, but they would say, is that real, Kim? I'm like, until they really sat in there
beautiful.
oh,
it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. So.
All right. I know we are probably well over our time. I know we are. Okay, but Steven's going to talk so bad about me.
Oh, my God. He's going to say, I knew I should have let you and Kim be on a podcast together alone.
All right. Okay, we're going to ask.
Okay.
One of the questions.
Okay.
Okay, let's do the first one. Kim's thoughts on energetic cleaning. Wait, no, hold on. I'm reading this all wrong. How does your morning environment impact your energy and mindset? So energetic cleaning, and we'll tie that into that. How does your morning environment impact your energy and mindset?
Well, I've known a lot of people now that I wasn't exposed to that growing up, but I would say since I was after my 50s, which is to me is late, but I wish I would have known it. The morning mindset is huge.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of ladies that get up in the morning and men that get up and they have an hour or two of what they call Zen time, journaling, praying, meditating, exercising. Mm-hmm. Okay, now you do all that stuff and then you walk in your house and it's disorganized and it's not clean.
Mm-hmm.
That's an oxymoron, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because those need to come, that Zen, I'm telling you, that Zen pours over into that mindset. So you go wherever you're doing to do all this building and energy building and mindset clarity and you're feeling good. And then I gave you that same scenario earlier where you just came back and had a productive day and you walk in the house, you're on a high.
Yes.
Now you walk in the house and you're like, oh, those dishes are in the sink and I got to wash the floor. The energy shifts, right? So this is why I say it is so important to maintain. It doesn't have to be deep clean, but you walk in the house and and making your bed. I've read that in many books. Like, get up in the morning, make your bed.
I used to fight my mother on that. And my stepmother.
Me too.
I used to fight her on it.
Me too.
So she's like, you make your bed up in the morning. You make your bed up in the morning. And then now, Steven, before we were together, he would not make up his bed in the morning.
Oh, wow.
And then he would come over to my place, and I'm like, make up the bed every morning. And he was just like, why? You're just going to get back in it? I'm like, no. When I walk in the room, even if there's piles of stuff all over, if that bed doesn't look appealing,
right? How
am I going to rest?
Right. That I was like Steven. When I was young, I'm not even, that's an, no. But every time I don't make my bed, I'll tell you this about energy. When I get up and I'm running, I come home, the bed's not made. I open my bedroom and I'm like, I literally go. But when I make my bed, and I'm a pillow girl, so my bed has, I got all these pillows, and I make it like when I look at it, I want to jump in it, right? And then I come in and I open my bedroom door and I see my bed just nicely made. I feel good.
Yes.
I feel so good. It's inviting, right? I can even just sit on it sometimes, just like, and I feel good. Now this might sound a little minute, but I feel accomplished with that too. I walk in my room, I'm like, see, I left my bedroom nice. I don't have any dishes in the sink, and that was something I was terrible about. I didn't, my girls, if they were watching this podcast, they were like, I've been to Kim's house and there's dishes in that sink, because I'm like, if I'm tired,
though, like when you see it,
it's bad. I'm not saying that. Yes, I'm not saying that I don't. If I don't get to it, if I'm tired and there's dishes, I'm gonna go to bed. But when I wake up in the morning, we're talking about the energy, right? When I wake up, I'm like, oh,
gotta do.
They gotta go. It's a whole different energy from walking into something that's inviting and clean to walking into something that's chaotic and disorganized and dirty. There's two different energies there. And if you're trying to improve yourself even, right, you've got to attack that clutter and that dirt. And that's why I do partner with an organizer to help me, because if somebody's house is over the top, where they really need, like there's a lot of toys, there's the office has tons of paperwork, or just a room. I think everybody has that room though. I have that room.
I do too.
I have that room. And my son just came back home from California, and he looked in there and he's like, Mom. And I'm like, I'm going to get it. So we all have that room.
Yeah.
But the rest of the house, I like to keep it at a certain energy. It's a flow. It's a flow. And, one of the things, I do want to address this, that like people associate clean with the smelling of something smelling good, right? Because our senses. When you walk in your home and you smell, like when we smell the tea right now, we just said, wow, what did that just like, I was like, oh, that smells so good.
It's like earthy.
And I wanted to taste, even if I'm not a tea drinker, I'm like, oh, that smells so good. It gives you that sense of calm, happy. That's the same thing your home does. So we used some products during COVID that they had no scent. Now we were cleaning the same way we clean now, but we had calls. I don't think they clean today. I don't think they cleaned the bathroom with anything because it had no scent. So what we did was, for those products, because the products we had, we couldn't get a hold of at the time, we had to put essential oil. And once the smell, then there was no question. It was like, people love walking in their house and it smells clean, it looks clean, it's organized, the pillows look good on the couch, the kitchen, you just walk in, you go, okay. It makes you want to be in the kitchen, makes you want to prepare that meal. Or like me, it's like, let's go out. Let's go out, because I want to go somewhere. I don't want to mess up the kitchen, So there's a lot of, also, I want to say this too, there's a lot of mental health issues. Trust me when I say this, if where you live is not organized, again, and clean and inviting, and it doesn't mean it's perfect. I'm just saying you walk in, that will absolutely add on to your mental stress.
Cluttered space, cluttered mind.
Cluttered mind. Release it.
Yeah.
And you know what? Clarity. You're happier.
Yes.
I was a happier mom when I had someone help me. Before I bought my business, I snuck someone in for a year. My husband didn't know. That she came every other Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
That weekend that she had just left was we cooked. We would we had so much fun together because I wasn't worried about nothing. And my ex-husband was an A-type, and I'm not. I'm like, oh, I want to be with my kids. And he would say to me, I can't, I just can't live. It just feels uncomfortable. I understand it now because that was prior to me having my cleaning business, right? But he would say to me, I don't feel good. Well, that's what he meant. If he came in the house and he saw disaster, he saw toys everywhere, the kitchen was a mess, he just didn't feel good. So I wanted to make him happy. And once I did it for us, because I just couldn't do it all, I felt I understood him. And that was that opposing thing that you were talking about. He would get on me and we would have arguments. I'm like, well, at first it was like, well, if you don't like it, why don't you clean it? Yeah. And that didn't solve anything. But when I hired somebody to help me, because I knew he would be like, why do you need, because he thought I could do it. Yeah. But since he didn't know, just the fact that he came home and he was like, babe, you're doing great. This is awesome. I'm like, thank you, love. What you want to do? Like, problem solved. Let's move on. We're going to have a good time.
You were doing great because you solved the issue.
Right.
So even if you weren't, you fixed it.
I fixed it. So fix it. However you want to fix it. But it does make a difference. And then go to Halo Heat and get a nice salt.
Yeah.
Yes. Sit down and, oh my God, detox in those beautiful rooms. Yes, girl. Yes.
Okay. I think this is a good pause. We can keep talking, but let's pause here for our viewers.
Okay.
Kim, I want to thank you so much for coming and being on the podcast.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm so honored that you invited me. I appreciate this. I love you and I love what you do and how you enhance people's lives, to be better too. So thank you.
Don't get me all emotional.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Your heart, don't go to the feelings. Don't go to the feelings. No feelings.
Thank you. I think this has been a great soul session with Kim here on Salt Sauna Soul. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for tuning in to Salt Sauna Soul, where wellness meets wisdom, one episode at a time. If you found today's conversation inspiring, helpful, or just plain soul-soothing, we'd love it if you'd share it with someone who could use a little more calm, clarity, or community in their life. You can listen and subscribe on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or watch the full experience on YouTube. Just search Salt Sauna Soul and hit that follow or subscribe button. It helps more than you know. Got a wellness tip, question, or a story of transformation? We'd love to hear from you. Drop us a comment on YouTube or leave us a review wherever you're listening. It keeps the conversation going. This podcast has been powered by Halo Heat Sauna Studios, where touchless wellness meets total restoration. Learn more or book your next session at HaloHeatSaunaStudios.com. Until next time, breathe deep, stay warm, and keep nurturing your soul.